We're coming to you live from our Auckland Park studios. This is Prime News on SABC 3 and here are the top stories making headlines this evening. The New Year's parties may be over, but the festivities continue as the beaches across the country have been swamped as the first day of 2026 is celebrated in style.
Our thoughts are with the families who are in anguish. Some still do not know whether their children have died. Some are in the hospital in difficult conditions.
Tens of people are feared dead and 100 injured in a fire during a packed New Year's Eve party at a bar at a Swiss ski resort. Most of the injured are said to be in a serious condition, while those who died were burnt beyond recognition. It has just gone 8 o'clock. A very good evening to you and a warm welcome to the very first day of 2026. Happy New Year. Glad that you could make it. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Even in the new year, there's still plenty to keep you abreast with. On that note, we begin with this story leading tonight. As South Africans welcome the first day of the new year, Cape Town's coastlines was once again the place to be. From early this morning, beaches across the city have been buzzing with holiday makers and locals soaking up the summer sun, enjoying the ocean breeze and ushering in the new year on a relaxed note. Earlier today, the SABC spoke to several beachgoers in the city about their mood, expectations for the year ahead, and why there's no better place to spend the New Year's Day than at the beach.
People are always busy, especially our parents. I don't know about people at home, but my parents are always busy. So New Year's Day is very special to me because we get to spend time with them at the beach.
So I want to be a better person in my academics and just in my personality, to be kind to people.
My wish for my family is that they must stay blessed and only a prosperity for the new year. And for the country, the crime, the rate is very high. We must pray that the crime rate must come a bit down.
Focus on the new year, new things, new future, new life. And then for the country, I pray that we become united as we are and more united. And that the country is being led by people that understand our cultures and understand the love that we have for this country. I mean, you can go anywhere in the world, but you won't find a Cape Town there.
Meanwhile, in KwaZulu-Natal, Premier Ntuli has commended the work of police in the province during the festive season. He also hailed good collaboration between law enforcement agencies. Ntuli was accompanied by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Ntantam Khwanazi at the Durban South Beach as part of a safety awareness blitz across beaches and shopping malls in the eThekwini metro.
Here is to see whether our citizens are safe during the concluding of the festive season. We know that some are coming from afar, even outside of our province, even outside of our country. When they see the likes of General Khwanazi and also the members of SABC, Metro and safety structures, they gain confidence on the safety and security in the beaches. As you can see, our beaches are really crowded, which is also speaking to the economy of our province and tourism.
When we had a parade in October where we are launching our festive season operation, we outlined our plans, our objective for the operation and our phases of the operation. And we then brought the Premier today so you can be able to see what has been the achievement, what has been really the activities that the law enforcement have been busy with, where we are largely involved in tourist attraction areas. And we operate in the mountains of Drakensberg in the main, on the western side of our province. We've got a lot of activities taking place in the northern side of our province, in the game farms, and the coastline. It's a hub of activities, especially on the days like this. Durban being the main one, that's why we're here today. By the length and breadth of our coastline, it's a one that needs to be protected, and so we have deployments in those places.
More related news, beachgoers in Coffee Bay in the Eastern Cape are concerned about the lack of visible lifeguards at the beach. They allege that there was a signpost warning people to swim at their own risk as there was no lifeguards on duty.
Coffee Bay Beach, a well-known and popular spot to cool off in the waters of the Wild Coast. The beach is also safe with increased police visibility after criminals preyed on sun seekers here. But the lifeguard issue now makes people feel unsafe. Members of the economic freedom fighters say they decided to have a look when they were informed about the signpost.
Upon complaints from residences and people from all walks of life, we then conducted through the chairperson of the sub-region an oversight at Coffee Bay, where we discovered that indeed there are no lifeguards. We can confirm that there was a signage that said swim at own risk, which showed that the municipality of King Sabata Dalindyebo has total disregard of human life.
The King Sabata Dalindyebo municipality refused the claims.
With regard to the beaches are safe. We have 6 lifeguards who are volunteering to do the work saving the bathers in our beaches. So far, our situation is stable and controllable.
Despite the issue, people were happy to celebrate New Year's Day at Coffee Bay. Nomzwane Lemgoma, SABC News at Coffee Bay.
The Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals says it has registered a large number of stray and injured animals at its branches across the country. This as a result of fireworks when people ushered in 2026. The organization has expressed concern as this happened despite awareness programs that were held to educate people about the impact of fireworks on animals.
Despite years of public education, fireworks were once again widespread last night. This morning, we woke up to countless reports of lost animals, many injured and terrified. Across the country, SPCAs have been on the streets since the early hours responding to emergency call-outs and helping animals caught in the fallout. This is the hidden cost of fireworks.
In news making headlines further afield, a cordon has been set up on the road leading to a bar where dozens of people are feared to have been killed. At least 100 others were injured in the explosion at a bar in the Swiss ski resort of Cannes, Montana. The fire broke out in the early hours of the morning while the bar was packed with revelers celebrating the new year. Many of the victims are believed to be tourists from several countries. The injured are said to be in a serious condition with severe burns. Many of the dead were burned beyond recognitions. Authorities say the incident is not considered as a terrorist attack. Swiss Federal President Guy Parmelin has since sent condolences to the families of the victims.
I came here on behalf of the Federal Council, on behalf of our country, Switzerland, out of respect for the families. Our thoughts are with the families who are in anguish. Some still do not know whether their children have died. Some are in the hospital in difficult conditions, and we will do everything we can to ensure that everything proceeds as quickly and as effectively as possible. I would also like to thank all the foreign governments, particularly the neighboring countries who are showing solidarity and who will work with Switzerland to help care for those who are among the severely burned. Now, it is a matter of speed so that these people can be taken care of as quickly as possible. And then there is the entire process, and I believe it should not be underestimated, of identifying the individuals. For a family, not knowing whether their child is in the hospital or has died is extremely difficult.
New York City ushered in the new year with a new mayor as Zoran Mamdani took the oath of office as a mayor at midnight on Thursday. The private swearing-in ceremony led by New York Attorney General Letitia James was held at the historic Old City Hall subway station, a stunning architectural marvel with arched ceilings that's been closed since 1945. Mamdani placed his hand on a Quran, marking a historic moment as the first Muslim leader of the U.S.'s biggest city. The 34-year-old is a self-described democratic socialist, and his campaign went viral thanks to slogans such as freeze the rent, childcare for all, and fast and free buses, for which he proposed raising taxes on corporations and the wealthy to pay. Mamdani also announced more top posts for his incoming administration ahead of his swearing-in ceremony. The former state lawmaker will have a 4-year mayoral term. More on international news, that the Israeli military are vowing to disarm Hamas in 2026 as pressure mounts on the group to surrender their weapons as part of the Gaza peace plan. The military described it as a decisive year for Israel's security.
Speaking to soldiers on Wednesday, Israeli military chief of staff Eyal Zamir said that 2026 would be a decisive year for Israel's security and that the military would disarm Hamas. According to Phase 2 of the wider Gaza peace plan, Hamas is meant to be disarmed, and an international stabilization force is meant to take the lead in carrying out that process. However, Hamas have shown no willingness to fully disarm. They've said that perhaps they would be open to freezing or storing their weapons as part of a long-term truce with Israel, but they maintain that they have the right to armed resistance. Now, no country has publicly committed to sending troops to the International Stabilization Force, and it's believed that's because many are afraid that if the force is tasked with disarming Hamas, they could be brought into direct conflict with the group. In an interview on Tuesday, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also said that Hamas must be fully disarmed in order for Phase 2 of the peace process to move forward. He repeated a phrase he's used several times when talking about Hamas disarmament, saying it can either be done the easy way or the hard way. Now, he also went as far as to say that Hamas must surrender all of their weapons, including what he said are the group's 60,000 AK-47 assault rifles. Blake Sifton, SABC News, Tel Aviv.
Meanwhile, back home, the Border Management Authority says it is anticipating scores of people to be processed through the Beit Bridge border post during the return phase of their travels for the festive season. The BMA, working with several stakeholders, including the SANDF, has also successfully intercepted just over 7,000 people attempting illegal crossings at various land borders since the start of the festive season.
A quiet New Year's Day at the Beit Bridge, port of entry, as officials await the influx of returning travelers after the holidays. Wild animals, including the baboons, took advantage of the Kama border post. The Border Management Authority is anticipating a steady increase in travelers returning to South Africa in the coming days, and it will be conducting various operations during this time. During December, more than 7,000 people were intercepted for attempting to enter the country illegally.
I need to indicate that above all else, the majority of the number, which is more than 3,000, it was the Zimbabwean nationals. And above all that, they were crossing through the Robles Bridge border post. In the Beit Bridge border post, yes, we have encountered a number of interceptions.
The South African National Defence Force will also accelerate its operations at identified hotspots along the border.
We have got boots on the ground to ensure that such activities do not take place. We have deployed our members at various hotspots, also at places that maybe they would assume are not hotspots, but we've also deployed resources there.
BMA Commissioner Dr. Mike Masiapato will conduct a site inspection at the Beit Bridge border post from Friday. For now, the port of entry remains quiet, creating a mini sanctuary for wild animals to roam around freely. Katle Khonyoni, SABC News at the Beit Bridge border post.
All All right, with that, time now to check out what the weather has in store for South Africa. The weather team is on standby with the latest. It's over to the weather desk.
Good evening and welcome. Let's take a look at what to expect weather-wise for tonight as well as tomorrow. Clear skies in places over the Northern Cape. Otherwise, it will be partly cloudy at times over the eastern parts. We do expect isolated to scatter showers and thunder showers over the northeastern as well as the eastern parts of the country. Mainly widespread over the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal into the central and eastern parts of Mpumalanga. Tomorrow, expecting partly cloudy skies across most parts of the country. Fine at times over the northern as well as the western parts of the Northern Cape. We do start off with early morning fog patches along the southeastern and eastern escarpment. Those fog patches expected to reduce visibility to less than a kilometer in places. Otherwise, seeing showers and rain along the coastal regions of the Eastern Cape. Isolated showers and thunder showers over KwaZulu-Natal, Mpumalanga, and in places over Limpopo. It will, however, be scattered over the extreme eastern parts of Mpumalanga into the southeastern parts of Limpopo. Now, the South African Weather Service is warning of severe thunderstorms over KwaZulu-Natal, Mpumalanga, as well as Limpopo. A yellow level 2 becoming a yellow level 4 over the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal into the eastern parts of Mpumalanga. Those storms possibly resulting in heavy downpours of rain, strong damaging winds, large amounts of small hail or excessive lightning. High fire danger conditions in places over the western interior and the western parts of Limpopo where runaway veld fires are possible. Overnight temperatures seeing the R down to 16, 19 in Appleton and in Cape Town, George. An overnight low of 18 peaking at 25. It will be very hot in Appleton and Musina peaking at 37. That's your weather. Good night.
And that concludes our time together this evening. Much gratitude for joining us. The Prime Team News would like to wish you a happy new year filled with prosperity and good health. Let's do it again next time. For now, it's good night. God bless. Pula.